Keep your hands up and step out of the vehicle. Do it now. Okay. Go ahead, turn around and face away from me. With your left hand, pick up the back of your shirt. Go ahead and spin around 360 for me. Okay. With your hands up, slowly walk backwards towards the sound of my voice. Yeah, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. You're doing good. Keep coming.
Okay, stop right there.
My name is Lieutenant Colonel Lee Roger Wolfgram, and I am a storyteller.
Welcome to the bunker. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Colonel channel. I'm your self-proclaimed commander, Lieutenant Colonel Lee Roger Wolfgram, and the video that I have today comes from Audit the Audit. If you want to see this video in its uncut form, without my smartass remarks, without my commentary, without my analysis, or my advice, go right to Audit the Audit. They do a great job of breaking down the case sites and doing a very thorough legal site analysis. I kind of add color, commentary, smartass remarks. With that said, here's a cop, made a bad decision, probably ended her career, should have known better. Let's go.
On December 2nd, 2024, officers with the Lynwood Police Department responded to a call regarding a road rage incident after a male driver told police that a woman in a silver Subaru pointed a firearm at him in traffic in Lynwood, Washington.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Hello, I'm currently driving right now. I'm going southwest on 196th Street here in Lynwood. I just got off the highway heading to work right now, and this lady almost pushed me off the road. And I kind of just pulled up next to her at the light, didn't do nothing, and she flashed a pistol out at me.
Okay, and which direction are you guys heading on 196?
Here's my first thing about this call, right? So as a defense attorney, why does he add, I didn't do nothing? Why wouldn't he just say, someone pulled a gun and someone brandished a gun at me and I didn't do nothing? Just something to be aware of. That's kind of an interesting little phrase or clause.
We're heading southwest.
Officers pulled over off-duty Edmonds Police Officer Melinda Lean, who was driving a vehicle matching the description given by the caller. The interaction that followed was captured on officer body camera.
I got no driver with your left hand. Open up the door.
I can see through.
Outside. Do it now. Keep your hands up and step out of the vehicle. Do it now. Okay. Go ahead, turn around and face away from me. With your left hand, pick up the back of your shirt. Go ahead and spin around 360 for me. Okay. With your hands up, slowly walk backwards towards the sound of my voice. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Keep coming, you're doing good. Keep coming.
Okay, stop right there. Get down on your knees. Do not move. Do you understand? All right, I'm going to fix you down real quick. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sit you up. I'm going to bring it back up here. That's how you put the feet back here, please. All right, is this your vehicle, ma'am? It is, yes. Okay, I'm just going to read you something real quick and then I'm going to chat. Okay, understood? All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law.
The most important right you'll ever have, and I understand that this officer wants to be cooperative. However, you'll notice that she gives every element of the crime that they would have to prove to a jury. I'm just saying, you know, whether she's guilty or not, she does have those rights. And that right, she should know, she should exercise. You can always confess later.
You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you can afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and answer any question or make any statements. Do you understand your rights, Sam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's going on today? Sounds like there were some issues back there at the traffic light.
Yep.
Okay, what's going on?
So driving southbound on I-5.
Okay.
I went to go merge to get off of 196. Had my turn signal on forever. That dude kept trying to get closer and closer. Didn't want to let me in. I was about to miss the exit on 196. I squeezed in between him and the other vehicle, put up.
Okay, right? So a squeezer inner, which pisses people off and leads to road rage. So the guy wouldn't let her in, so she's going to force her way into the traffic lane. I mean, I get it, but here we are. It's like, listen how she talks like she's testifying.
My hand, continued driving off of the exit. He started road raging at me, got up on my bumper, flashed his lights at me the entire time. We were coming off of the exit at 196. Got up to as we were coming up to the next stoplight, he swerved over into the left lane really quickly off of my driver's side, got up next to me, and then when he got towards the front of my car, he jerked his wheel, trying to act like he was, like, juke me, like he was gonna come get into my lane. Mm-hmm. I slammed on my brakes. He did it again. And then when we ended up next to each other at the stoplight, he put up his hands in a finger gun motion at me.
Okay, so first of all, I think that her justification is going to be something like the vehicle can be a deadly weapon. So that's the force. Brandishing compared to threatening is sort of similar force, maybe, is the idea in her head. But she just testifies he's finger. You can't come to a finger gun fight with a real gun.
Mm-hmm. I picked up my pistol. It's in the glove compartment now. Mm-hmm. Picked up my pistol and showed it to him as well. Okay. And then put it back down. Mm-hmm. He waved at me, and then that was it.
Is it? So where is it now?
It's in the glove compartment.
Okay. Okay. All right. So there's a pistol and a. Yeah, she's been read and everything. So. There you go.
Hi there. Hey. Would you like to see my ID?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Melinda. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so you see, as soon as they realize that she's not a danger, because apparently they've located the gun, they decide to release her. That's correct under the Fourth Amendment. I wish everybody got that courtesy. I don't usually see that in these videos, by the way. People remain in custody.
What unit?
I am with a unit down at JBL now. I'm an intel unit. Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay.
Very strange Monday.
Happy Monday.
It's a really weird Monday.
Is Edward 41 coming here?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
That must be the supervisor.
Figure it out.
How long have you been with Lynwood?
I think 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
You liking it so far?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Turn your Opticom off. What? Turn your Opticom off yet. That's not why we need you to come back. Oh. We're trying to figure out what we have PC for. So, what did you say?
Yeah. Okay. So, Bodycam going in.
What? This is what they call tactical pause. Bodycam, you want me to mute it? No, I don't. I never want you to ever turn that camera off. Even if it's innocent stuff, it definitely makes people feel like there are little secrets going on when you're deciding what to do with people. And that should be an open discussion, right? You either have the reasonable articulable suspicion, you either have evidence of the crime, or what would be the secret here?
It doesn't matter. Okay. So they were driving southbound on.
Secrets going on.
He's on the right side, getting off to go west on 196.
I thought you were telling me this happened on I-5. That was going to change things.
So then she's in the eastbound to go like other exit, eastbound exit.
Right.
she swerves over almost. Then they somehow get to the light at the back of the box at 196. He looks over and goes like this. She looks over and goes like this. And he sees her reach down, points, gets a gun, and then points it out.
Good news is he said it looked like a really little gun, so probably not a big gun. Bad news is he explicitly says she pointed it at him.
Okay.
So, and PC is assault too. All right. All right. Yeah. Sector custodial arrest. That is correct. Okay. You're booked to county. All right. Gotta do what we gotta do. Alrighty. You guys go see that stuff?
So I am going to give these guys credit, right? Even though it's one of their own, even though they know that this is going to have pretty far-reaching consequences for her career, they do the right thing. It seems to me these cops are trying to do the right thing, right? I mean, they release them from custody, whether that's a courtesy or not, but maybe they do that to everybody. And then they don't consider the fact that she is a colleague when making a charging decision. That's what we want.
All right, so Melinda, we've done our thing. We've looked at the whole totality of the circumstances, the whole bit. At this point, the PC's assault too. For pointing the firearm.
So PC assault 2, that is a prison sentence. I mean, in Minnesota, assault 2 under the right subdivision, like pulling a gun on someone, that'll send you to prison. It's not jail, it's prison.
I didn't point it at him.
He's saying
I did not. I did not point it at him. Sergeant Bear. I'm in the lane. He comes up. He swoops his car towards me.
Mm-hmm.
He swoops his car towards me again,
Mm-hmm.
which we all know that vehicles can be used as deadly weapons.
100%.
Okay. He gets up beside me. I finally look over at him. He points finger guns at me.
Mm-hmm.
He points at me.
Mm-hmm.
I picked mine up with my left hand. I'm right-handed, picked it up. It's in its holster. I just held it up in its holster, not even in any sort of configuration. I did not point it at him, just, and then put it back down.
Okay, and so there's the factual dispute, right? So by pointing at someone, you intend to cause them fear or apprehension. That's the whole point, right? And once you do that, that's the second-degree assault, whether you cause bodily harm or not. It just means that your prison sentence is less because you didn't cause the harm, but you did cause the assault. And unfortunately, you can't bring a real gun to a finger gunfight.
And then he continued, like, making hand motions at me.
Mm-hmm.
The light turned green, traffic started going. He's still, so I pulled into the other lane and I turned north to get away from him. I never pointed it at him. I never held it in a configuration that it could be pointed at him in any way whatsoever.
Okay.
He road raged me the whole way off. Like, as soon as we hit the exit, I'm backing away from the car in front of me to give them more space. He's on my bumper, flashing his lights at me, road raging me the whole time, coming up on my bumper. I'm using my turn signals. I get over into this center left lane. He swerves around onto the left side of me. He road rages me all the way up the road. He swoops his car in towards me multiple times. I don't react to any of that other than to make sure that I hit my brakes so that he's not behind me anymore. I'm not brake checking him, but I hit my brakes to make sure that he didn't hit the front end of my car. And then I was on the phone with my mom. Like, I was talking to my mom. He gets up next to me. He points at me like he's going to shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
I just held it up. I didn't point at him. I didn't threaten him with it. Again, it's in its holster in the exact configuration that it's in right now. Like, I never pointed it at him. I didn't act aggressively with it in any way. Like, he just.
Well, officer, why don't you just get off the phone with your mom, call 911, and then have them deal with this traffic business. But this self-help, like I've said in my videos, self-help, I have never seen it work the way it was intended to work.
He made the threatening motion towards me. I did not make the threatening motion towards him. It was all a reaction to his road rage towards my vehicle. Like, I wouldn't do that.
All right. Well, with that information, let me talk to my commander.
Please.
I'll have a chat with him.
I understand. I know brandishing. Yep, absolutely. I fucked up. I should have just kept it right in the door, not even messed with it. But he indicated at me in a threatening motion with the finger guns. That's the only reason I did it. It wasn't unprovoked. I didn't just grab it and point it at him. I didn't flash a gun at him just for the sake of flashing a gun at him. He pointed finger guns at me after he made multiple attempts towards my car, like juking towards my car, trying to make me swerve. I was not road raging at all. I wouldn't do that. I sure as hell wouldn't point a gun at somebody. We all know better.
Yeah.
Like, I would absolutely never do that.
Okay, so there are two different things going on here, right? So if you point it with intent to cause someone fear, that's going to be the assault. If you merely brandish the gun and it's because you're trying to protect yourself or significant property, that may be a defense, because that brandishing would be a misdemeanor, and that may have a defense because it's proportionate. Now, what you're going to see too is the cops really don't have to consider her story, because they find probable cause for the arrest, and then they collect the information and they assume that the probable cause is established. Let the lawyers figure it out.
All right. I've heard everything you've had to say. My hands are tied. All right. Sorry I got to do this. Okay? You'll throw them back for me?
Yeah.
Please?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. We won't forget those. Any shoulder issues or any reason why you might need two cuffs?
On January 8th, 2025, the Snohomish County Prosecutor's Office announced that it would not be filing felony charges against Officer Lean. And on April 1st, 2025, the Lynwood Municipal Prosecuting Attorney also advised that misdemeanor charges would not be pursued, as the city concluded after meeting with both parties that it could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Officer Lean was not acting in self-defense. As of the date of writing this episode, Edmonds PD has not publicly announced the final disposition of the internal affairs investigation into the situation.
Well, there you have it. Make up your own mind. This could go either way, and that's why it could get dismissed, is because if there's even a little credibility problem with the other party reporting, maybe the stories, maybe there's more than one person in the vehicle and the stories don't match, or maybe there's something in the report from the reporting party that is just absolutely impossible. Well, that then would allow defense counsel to show that there's some doubt in that story, and the whole case would fall apart. Maybe that's the reason. Well, until the next time, from the Wolfgram Worldwide headquarters here in downtown Minneapolis, Wolf's Match. Or maybe there's